Greetings, I'm Mariami from Shamanessence, and I'm going to make a short video on my cell phone as I do, without any special effects on microphone, so hopefully it's not too soft. I'm going to be introducing the Shamanessence Chakra Oils. The Shamanessence line was created in the mid-90s, but I officially launched them in around 1998 in Los Angeles. They're a synergy of vibrational medicine, which is the frequencies of nature, being it flower essences from, it's kind of like the DNA imprint of flowers, of crystals, environments, and starlights. So it's basically the frequency medicine, which I'm not going to explain about too much here. And then we've got the aromatherapy, which is now very mainstream. Most people know what essential oils are. So the two are synergized together. So here in the chakra oils, I created them, I think, in the early 2000s. I have 8 chakras, essences for 8 chakras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that most people know about, but I also created the 8th chakra, which is just above the head. People are working more towards 9, 10, 11, 12, but I do believe it's very important to always work on your lower chakras first and get them strong before you start ascending. One must descend in order to ascend, otherwise we just keep crashing. So they are a synergy, like I said, of the flower essences, crystals, environmental, starlights with essential oils, and they're created to meet probably 80 to 90% of people on the planet, so there's something for everyone in one of these. So sometimes people buy the whole line and then just do 2 days of each essence, working through the chakras, using them maybe 2 or 3 times a day. Or I'm also going to show you how to muscle test or how to use to know which is the right one. You can of course use your intuition, but sometimes we have those days that we're very cerebral and we get caught up in our thoughts and we're not quite sure what's the right one to use, or we think we just need them all. We can ask our body, it has this innate wisdom which knows everything, which is the best essence to use, and it could be none of them, it could be something else that you need to use. So the first thing to let you guys know as well is that when I have them in these 1 ounce bottles, and I also have them the last few years in roll-on. The nice thing about the roll-on is that it's a little cheaper because you're buying a smaller quantity, and you can just apply it directly. The downside is that, if your skin is not clean, you can contaminate it, and in a few months the frequencies and even the scent won't be as nice. So it's best to use them up. Keep them in the fridge when you want to make them last longer. So with these ones, I actually shake them and put a tiny bit, because they're very concentrated. You can also mix them in massage oil, and then put a tiny bit in my palms, immediately rub it together to create heat. That was the 3rd chakra, and I apply it to the front, going under the shirt, to the front and the back of the chakra. Not just the front, you also want the back of the chakra. If you can't reach the back of your heart, you can get your friend to help you and rub some into your heart. When it comes to the 8th chakra, it's like, how do we place frequencies on an area that is not tangible, it's not physical. The 8th chakra is above the head. So you would shake your 8th chakra oil with the roll-on. You would just roll some onto your clean palm, rub the palms together, and it's an energetic transference. So you immediately send the energy to your 8th chakra, and you see or imagine or visualize the energy coming out of your palms and shifting into that area. So it's like an energetic movement. So how to know which chakra oil to use, if you've got the whole line, or which one to buy. You don't actually have to have them to muscle test. You can just focus on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th chakra. I'm just going to, normally I do it standing, but I'm going to do it kneeling. Here's a basic muscle testing. Of course you can use a pendulum, you can use your fingers, but for beginners I tell them to stand with their feet together, and the pull forward is a yes, and the pull back is no, and side to side is yes, but maybe not quite. There might be something else you need to work on first, a different chakra, or it's not the right product for you. It could be different things. It's a matter of what questions you ask and keeping it to a yes-no way of answering. So it can't be anything but that. So you just have to keep asking the right questions. So for example, I'm going to reach for my third, let me go to the 4th chakra. I'm going to shake my 4th chakra, hold it in my heart, and I'm going, oh no. My 4th chakra is probably quite balanced and strong. So I'm going to go to the 1st chakra. It's also a no. 1st chakra Obviously, if you're not in a situation where you're going to put it at the base of your spine, you might want to put it under your feet, or any energy acupressure, acupuncture points that are governed or govern the rooting down, getting grounded for a chakra. So you can also use it for massaging to certain points of your body, certain meridians. So I've got a no on the first, a no on the heart, so let me go for the fifth chakra, the third chakra. Pull forward. So now I know this is the right chakra for me to use. So I'm going to shake it, take a tiny bit into my hand. Don't need much. It's just a tiny, you can't even see it. It's like the size of a pea. Rub it vigorously together. It's got a lovely scent, and I'm going to place it on my throat, front and back, and breathe. Actually, I had a big sigh, which is a nice release. So my body really liked that, really enjoyed that. So although I generally have quite a strong fifth chakra, third chakra, it's also a bit corrupt, meaning my mind and my heart get conflict. So it's a very, very great one for communications, for really speaking from your heart rather than just from your head, or knowing how to discern between the two. I find it's quite common. What people need right now here in South Africa is third chakra. So that's how we use it. And I'm now going to hold it again and test, do I need to use it again now? And I get a no. And then I can ask questions such as like, well, how many days do I need to use this for? So that I really get activation in the third chakra. So I go 1 day, no. 2 days, no. 3 days, whoop, yes. A nice catalyst is the number 3. How many times a day? Once, no. Twice, yes. So I'm not thinking about the answers, but if I do, I will influence the results. So you really got to get to that place like being like a child and don't think, just be. So I got my answer. I'm going to use my fifth chakra oil for, was it 3 days? I can't remember if it was 3 or 2 days, but twice a day. And so I'll do it in the morning and I'll do it at night before I go to bed. So if you'd like to order Shamanessence Chakra Oils, you can look on my website, www.shamanessence.net, or you can just contact me directly. I think my WhatsApp is going to be listed here. When I travel overseas, I send people their parcels, but we are not allowed to send fluids from South Africa. I haven't found my way around that, but I have gotten away once or twice with selling the healing creams and the chakra oils, but not the sprays. So sorry about that, guys. It has to be probably South Africa that orders, but I will be hopefully traveling in September, and then I can, if people order with me from before I leave, I can bring the product with me and post it from wherever I am in the world. Okay, thank you guys. I hope that gave you some information that was useful, and please message me privately or message me below if you have any questions.